え、いきなりプライベートルーム？ TV もいるけど、本当にプライベートルームまで戻ってきたの？何も問題はなさそう。あ、お前も無事だったか。
No response. Well, look at that. The child's taking a shine to me.
お前。
You two were out cold, so I had you brought here. You were right. Whatever you did back there returned us to our own world. お前も一応現実としてあれを受け。 I put your cargo and gear in your private box. You slept for a whole day, you know. Slept like the dead. I'm already back in Capital Knot. Fragile's beach has been coming in handy. Sam, I owe you an apology. Lou was the name you were going to give your own baby if he'd had made it. I should have pieced it together sooner. Don't know what you're talking about. I found some records from 10 years ago. A death, sudden, in the middle of a town. Young woman in the prime of her life. Nobody knew until it was too late. A void out. Her husband, who was a member of Bridges, had dooms. He tried, but he couldn't get to her in time. The whole town was wiped off the map, leaving nothing but a big crater and him. Because he was a repatriate. People wanted answers. Did the man hide his wife's body on purpose? The only survivor was the only suspect. He was easy to blame, and people did. And pretty soon, they were blaming Bridges too. The man felt responsible, so he left. And his wife, who died, her name was Lucy. She'd been pregnant, poor woman. They were going to name their son Lou. Didn't happen. But it did. President Strand told me. She talked about you all the time. He didn't have to cut all ties and walk away, she said. You wanna shut the fuck up? Calm down, Sam. Take a seat. I told you before about my body. 70% harvested from cadavers.
そういえば言ったな。
Do you want to know the real reason why? Because the story you've heard is one I made up. The truth is, I'm Frankenstein's monster. Artificial, grown from pluripotent stem cells. And when that vital spark didn't manifest in all my organs, they replaced the defective ones with those of the dead. I never had a birthday. I'm a soulless meat puppet. No ka, a dead man. People born the traditional way have beaches. You have one. BB too. But I have no such connections. No mother. No afterlife. No beach. You see now why I'm so obsessed with it
だからあんなにビーチに固執してたのか。
Why I joined Bridges? The battlefield. Now that was an awful beach. But strangely, I didn't hate it. Because I knew you were coming for me. I've never felt that before. Connected to someone, anyone. You didn't have to cut all ties and walk away. The president was right about that much. Wasn't anything to walk away from. It's not like I was ever welcome there. Come on, even I was welcome. Oh, that. You were holding it. It's an old dog tag, US issue. Wasn't easy prying it out of your hand. Clifford Unger, as you can see.
ああ。
I looked him up in our
なんかアン
database.
ガーってあったよな。
Found a match.
ショー。
He was US Army Special Forces. Fought in Kosovo, Iraq, Afghanistan.
ああ、イケメン。イケメンくるくる。イケメンメリーゴーランドや。
Well, that's all I've managed to dig up so far. You must be caked in chiral matter from the battlefield. Time for a shower, I'd say. Oh, I won't be joining you this time.
Huh?
The Die Hardman issue is no longer a concern.
え
I've seen to it that our conversations won't be recorded.
あ手が早いわね。いやー、いいなー。
Sam, do you copy?
結局シャワーで話すのかよ。
Suspected. Time here stopped while you two were on that battlefield.
うん。
If my thinking is correct, the dimension to which you traveled is a kind of beach. To explain a little, our bodies, our ha, all occupy the same world, but our souls, our ka, have beaches all their own. These beaches are given form inside our brains by our beliefs, religion, philosophy, and so forth. As a result, a beach can be anything, and those anythings form a multiverse. However, if many people die at once, their beaches can become entangled, creating a strand field.
それがあの心
This
情ってことか。
phenomenon is exacerbated in wartime by omnipresent feelings of resentment and despair. Beaches are more easily and frequently entangled. On such a beach, exits vanish and experiences cycle endlessly. Picture it like a record player. The needle skips, playing the same phrase again and again. They're fighting a battle that has no beginning or end. Round and round it goes. Now, the battlefield you visited was in Eastern Europe in World War II. Which is strange, given that the man you encountered, Clifford Unger,
そもそも相違が全然違いがあってない。
I can't explain it, but if you can connect me to the chiral network, who knows what we might discover.
EX grenade number 0.
Still there, Sam? If so, I have a request.
うん。
When you're ready, head upstairs to the delivery terminal.
はーい。というわけで、まあこんな気はしたので、録画をまた回したんですけど、まあ今日は本当にここまでで。あ、そっか、帰ってきたんだ。もう色勝手に変えんなって、せっかく銀色にしたのに。
Can I help you?
誰だ？
Holy shit. John, is that you? What are you doing here?
声は聞こえないな。
I don't want to repeat of last year.
聞こえるけど、誰かまでわからない。
I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were that.
ん？誰なんだ？まあいいや。ということで本日も配達をやっていきたいと思います。マウンテンノットシティでサムシティら要求論。
Sam, the west side of that region is covered by a massive tar belt.
うん。
Beyond it is Edge Knot City, the last bastion of civilization you'll find that far out. It's your final destination.
ああ。
Once you use the qubit to connect it, the chiral network will span the
もう大
entire
詰めやな、
continent.
じゃあ。
The rebirth of America is so close. And remember, that's where Amelie is being held captive. We need you to bring her home safely. But before you cross the tar belt, there's one more knot we need you to tie.
うん。
Hartman will help you get it done.
ああ。こいつか。
I'd like for you to bring me a few things.
Oh.
First, the dog tags you took from that
あ
soldier.
あ、あれね。
Tuck them away in a pocket so you don't misplace
ポ
them.
ケットに入れといてくれ。それでいいんか。
Fala's corpse. Her body shows no
あ
signs
あ、
of
え、まだあるん
necrosis, and
だ。
I for one would like very much to know
てっ
the
きり
reason
もうとっ
why.
とと開いちゃったのかと思ったけど。
Closer study may yield information that could prove instrumental in helping us to overcome the Death Stranding. Suffice it to say, 1 minute remaining. I don't have much time. See to your preparations. I'll be waiting. You'll find an official order on the terminal.
オッケー。まあ、遺体運ぶぐらいなら全然、車あればそんなに大変じゃないから。指定依頼。まあ、これは後でいいか。これ、依頼主あれじゃないの？いや、違ったわ。デッドマンかと思ったけど、違った。まあ、これでいいか。で、装備はまあ持ってた気がするから、車で背負って、あれ車ない？あ、ロックねじゃん。本当にネクロス起こしてないんだな。
Take care of her.
もちろん。
And don't worry, she won't go necro. Millington's special.
何なんだろう。BT と繋がったことに何か関係があるのかな。
Be funny if these haw of ours ended up being the key to saving us all.
器用だな、お前そっから背負うの。とりあえず車出すか。あったよな、確か。あれ車ない？車どうしたんだ？こんなところに置いてきちゃったのが。これはまあ、後で取りに行くのがいいんかな。そっか。先に取りに行くばよかったな。まあ、作るか、とりあえず。ちょっと取りに行くのめんどくさいし。ちょっとないとどうにも。さすがに厳しい。ほんで、プロテクターは、もう、こっちは大丈夫だけど、作ろうかな、新しいの。パワースケルトンはさすがに装備してるよな。してねえわ。これを4つ、この辺とりあえず持ってって、ハンドガン、アサルトゴム弾、ブーツ、グラビティグラブ。この辺はとりあえず、とりあえずトラックに乗せて、装備できるものは装備しちゃおう、とりあえず。ベルトン、グラブ、ブーツ履いてるよな。ブーツ履いてるわ。これはとりあえず装備して、あれ装備できないんだけど。ブースケルトン装備する。グローブをつける。ブースハンガーにかける。アサルトライフルは1個。いや、ビッティハンドガンの方がいいから、まあいいか。ツールハンガーにかける。でこの辺は、ユーティリティポーチ。先にやればよかったな、これ。手動でやるとめんどくせえ。あとは、プロテクターを作って、ここか？ここだな。プロテクター2のシルバーを1個作って、 で、これをスーツに固定。右でいいや。なんか前の方がかっこよかったな。よし、行きますか。あ、色変えればよかった。まあ、一回デフォルトからで、たまには。ほんで、どこから行くのがいいのかな、これ。案外近いな。一緒のところから行くのが正解なんだろうが、車で行くならこっちの北側を抜けた方が、南じゃん、これ。南側を抜けた方が良さそう。なんかハートみたいな湖あるけど。まあ、とりあえず、こっちから、これどこ取っていってんだると。あ、でもこっち側行くか。あ、適当でいいや。
Don't mind me.
Have a pleasant journey.
左に曲がって、
Weapons restrictions lifted.
なんかでも、飛車の方から行った方が楽そうではある。じゃあ医者のとこから行くか。ちょっと物だけ拾ってきて。よいしょっと。
Right on.
でもあの辺って車通れるような道あったっけと思ったけど。微妙に怪しいんだよな。バイクでも結構きつかった記憶がある。あの金属欲しい。あの金属欲しい。川だけど周囲があんまり登れるのがなさそうだな、これ。
Still got it.
やっぱり山側から行くのが正解かな。そもそもあんまり車で行くルートが想像できない。やっぱりいつもの方から行くか。こっちから無理に行くのがそもそも間違ってる気がしてきた。あり道や、結局。よう行こうとしてもうまくいかんこともある。こ登れそう。マーカーだけつけるか言った。あそこね。はい。そういえばこの辺 BT いたな。ほんで、あれか、BB が戻ってきたから、ある程度に、くそ、削られた。BB のストレスが溜まってるから、ルーのストレスが溜まってるようになってる。何なんだよ、そう思ってないな。倒していくか、この先のやつ。 うわ違った。なんでこんなにたまらないんだっていうか。いやーきつい。弾から過ぎるマジで。なんでこんな弾ないの？それが一番謎なんだけど。あーマジでなんでこんな弾ないの？装備持ってもプライベートルームに入った判定になってないから、プライベートルームで補給された判定になってないのかな。だとしたら超うぜえんだけど。まずは逃げたいが、なんせ足場が悪い。足場も悪いし荷物もでかい。もう弾補充されてないのは聞いてないねマジで。これ一旦車に乗せられん？遺体でも無理？乗るじゃん。一旦これさ、全装備しとかないと無理や。ほんで、こっちも弾ないな。いやー。ちょっとそれは聞いてないですね。じゃあ、それ判断だ。これでさすがに BT の人やなくなったかな。たまないか。ちょっと予想外すぎたな、それは。さすがに戦えるだろうと思ったら、弾がなくて戦えなくなるとは思ってなかった。どこだこれ。っていうか普通に駆け抜けようと思ったら目の前に BT 来て正面衝突したのが一番なんなら予想外だったまである。あれか。ほんなら一回下って登ってでもいいか。 あ、違う、こうなんか、水あるわ。下ったらそのまま水没だわ。危ねえ。開いたとこあるやんとか思って行こうと思ったけど、全然水やった。ブレーキ効かないから逆に気をつけなあかんかもしれん、これ。このハートの湖何なんだろう。ハートマン研究施設のハートマンってもしかしたらここから来てる？だったら笑うな。つかめっちゃ綺麗じゃないこの施設。こんな階段あるところ初めて来たぞ。まあ車で登るけど。なんかめっちゃ綺麗な施設なんだけど、初めて見たわ、こういうガチモダン建築。でもそうでもないのか？でもそうだよな。なんかめっちゃちゃんと建物じゃん。こっから納品できるかな。すごいテンション上がる。あ、ガチで横付けしないとダメなタイプじゃん。これでさすがにいけるんちゃう？なんかそもそもこんながっつり屋内にあるのが初めてかもしれん。こういう端末。おいおーい。めんどくさ。建物はテンション上がったけど、構造がシンプルにめんどくさかった。こんなこと口回っとらんからなんかネイティブな発想になっちゃった。なんやシンプルって。あれ？ハートも出てくるかと思ったら出てこなかった。うん。あれ？ハートマンは？このタイプは初めてかもしれない。ヒートユニット。はあ？なんかいろいろあるな。人骨っぽいけど、人骨よりも形的にあれかな。旧人類というか人間の骨ではないけど。ちは蘇生まであと1分。は？なんだこれ。何これ。なんだ？ ハートマンが蘇生するまでってこと？
Hardman.
カーディアックアレスト。意味わかんない。なんかデータより若干老けたか？
Well, you certainly caught me with my pants.
死亡まで20分55秒。
Glad you could make it, Sam. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to alarm you, but I am what I am. Ah,
あ
please lay her down there.
あ。つまんない、ちょっと汚れてて。
Still no sign of them.
You know your heart stops beating.
It stops every 21 minutes. I spend 3 minutes on the beach, and then return.
え
60 deaths and 60 resurrections per day. 60 opportunities to search the beach for my departed family. This is how I live. This is my life. So, while you've traveled to and from the sea an impressive number of times, my beach count is a little higher.
まあ、
218,549.
とんでもないな。
I see myself in that crater. My wife and my child. It's like looking at the shape of my heart. The doctors called it myocardial cordiformia. Mine is an especially unusual case. I have pictures. Care to see Hartman's heart-shaped heart? No, you really should. It doesn't run in the family. You know, I never came to terms with their loss. In the days that followed, I became obsessed with an idea that the beach is real and they are on it. I would induce cardiac arrest, 3 minutes at a time, and search for them, day after day after day.
All so you could say goodbye.
Quite the opposite. It is said that everyone's beach is different. So what if everyone's afterlife is different too? I find the thought terrifying, spending eternity alone, which is why I decided to find my family and make sure to move on with them.
You mean die with them?
If death would see us reunited, then yes. But the repeated cardiac arrests took their toll on my heart. The muscle gradually deformed. And after a while, they started calling me the beach scientist.
だからビーチの専門家なのか。
Hartman. I'm glad we could have this conversation. Oh.
コリンナ。
A body that doesn't necrotize. No sign of decomposition. It's as if she were still alive. The perfect mummy. An impeccable corpse.
What's wrong?
Where's the other thing you were supposed to bring?
Hmm?
Ah, found it. Behold.
なそれ。
Wait, dead man.
It appears to be an umbilical cord. Human by the looks of it, I think. But this was no ordinary conduit between fetus and placenta. It looks more like a BT's tether. And this was Mama's? Yes. A body that doesn't necrotize and an umbilical cord connected to the beach. These are remarkable discoveries, Sam. Enough to set my sore heart racing.
あ、そうやね。
I apologize if our conversation gets cut short. I must go back to the beach and look for my wife and child. One person, one beach. That's the rule. But I'm the exception. My beach is connected to others,
は
as if it were the beneficiary of a coronary bypass. Maybe this twisted heart of mine made it possible. All I know is that I will find them. Even if my every visit raises new questions, I'll have my answers one day. One day.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
The battlefields. The endless wars you found yourself trapped in. Why do World War era soldiers wander the beach a century after they fell? Normally the souls of the dead move on. The beach is just a corridor, a place through which they pass on the way to the other side. But if regret, resentment, a fervent desire to remain, if these feelings are powerful enough,
なるほど。
they may give rise to an altogether different beach.
ま
A
あ、
collective
そうだよ
purgatory
ね。
for
戦
an
争
army
で
of
死
the
んだって
damned.
いうなら、そうなるのもわからんではないが。でも、こいつはその戦争と関係ないはずなんだよな。
Clifford Unger. His misery and hatred, combined with your BB acting as some sort of catalyst, have brought these battlefields to
な
our
るほど。
world.
2 minutes to cardiac arrest. Please proceed to a safe location.
It's just a theory.
You think Higgs is pulling his strings? Pulling all their strings?
Ensure you are in a stable position.
I don't know. But evidence does suggest that Higgs brought them here.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
Oh, before I forget, I have a favor to ask.
うん。
Activating lab security measures.
Could you just relax until I come back? Time stops on the beach, but not in the scene. Rest assured, it'll only feel like 3 minutes to you. We'll continue this shortly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
こっから3分待てと。本当に待つだけか、これ。ほんでいろいろ見れるし。この、凍ってるのは遺体ですかい？それともただの模型か？でもどちらにしても趣味悪いんだけどさ。化石かな、この辺は。なんか不思議な感じ。あれってカイラル砂時計なのかな？あんな感じで動くんだ。本当にあと2分待つだけこれ。いや、まあカットとかはしないけどさ。不思議な時間が流れてる。ほんで別に、見たところで何が来るわけでもないしな。戻る。特に何もなさそうだけどな。俺なんか水生哺乳類の骨かと思ったけど 潮流か？こんなちっちゃい足ないよな、多分。あ、でもクジラか。あるんだ、こんなん。なんか時代的にちょっと古い時代のクジラとかなんかな。あ、なんだ、ズームできるじゃん。なんかいろいろあるはずなんだよ。水晶水のクレーターから発見された未知の鉱石。オルビドスキの鉱石。知識がないからわからん。BT の復元モデル。はあ。どっちにしても趣味ありな。しらみ通信するしかない。あ、終わっちゃった。おかえり。
No luck. Visit 218,550.
こんなんを22万回近くもやってるって。
Oh, sorry.
ようお前正気でいられるな。
I may be used to the 21-minute cycle, but for a first-time face-to-face meeting, there's just too much to cover in one go-around.
Can't be easy living like this.
Yes. And no. Now that I'm
なる
acclimated
ほど
to
ね。
it, it isn't especially
別に不便だけど不便だと思わないっていうやつね。
defecation, pollution, nutrition. Most of life's basic functions fit rather easily into a 21-minute time slot.
だいぶ急げばね。
Sleep is the tricky one.
まあ。
And intercourse, I suppose. Verbal or physical. Not that someone in my position has to worry much about either.
結果論じゃん。
Do you read, Sam? Listen to music. Watch films? You know, I keep busy. I have a collection of music, television shows, some very interesting short films, and stories. Everything consumable within a 21-minute window.
Oh.
All from before the Death Stranding, of course. But honestly, the 21 minutes I spend here, all downtime, nothing more. Time spent waiting to go back to the search. My body may be present, but my soul is on the beach. I'm already dead.
I know that feeling. Lost my family in an accident.
Well, I never expected you to open up to me.
こりんなこい
As
つ。
it happens, I've read about your circumstances. I lost my family in an accident too. I was in the ICU having heart surgery, out of town, in the city. When it was clear that I was going to pull through, my wife took my daughter back to the house to collect some things for me. And then they were caught in the void outs. The city and the hospital were spared the worst, but the shockwave knocked out the power and my life support. I woke up on the beach. The people who died in the two void outs were there. What happened? What's going on? saw my wife and my daughter in the procession. Hey! It's me! Where are you going? Wait! Don't leave without me! No! Don't go! Please, don't go! The ICU's backup generator kicked in, and I was brought back to life by the defibrillator. Exactly 21 minutes after my heart had stopped. And that was the last time I saw my family. It's my damned heart's fault that we were torn apart, but it's also the reason I'll see them again someday. It defines me. I am Hartman. Ever since, I've walked the beaches of others. I follow my family's footsteps for a while, and when I get tired, I return here to continue my research. It's funny though, even when my heart stops, the pain lingers. You have any family photographs, Sam? Pity.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
You mind telling me what I'm doing here before you go back to the beach?
Oh, of course. There's a Prepper-owned station in this area. Our scientists stationed there are researching material from before the Death Stranding.
Oh.
What kind of material?
The Earth has a long memory. It's trying to tell a story, one that goes back to the very beginning, one that not even the Death Stranding could erase. The scientists are all colleagues of mine from the earlier expedition. I'd like you to bring them onto the chiral network.
なるほど。
Amelie proposed we establish our research posts along this belt. Despite a worldwide search, this is the only area known to contain fossils from the late Cretaceous period, when the dinosaurs died out. The assumption being that the last ones lived here, and here alone. You see, hiding in the earth then are memories of a
という
major
ことは
mass
過去のデス
extinction.
ストランディングの
Clues that could tell us how to survive our predicament. Certainly, that was Amelie's hope as part of the advanced team when she assigned our backup team here. The past informs the present and aids us in building the future. She was careful to impress that upon us before she went west.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
Shut up. I'm putting you on mute.
それでいいんか。
Sometime later, we began to observe unusual activity in the tar belts outside Edgenot City.
はあ。
Vast quantities of tar began surfacing, spreading, consuming many of my colleagues, as well as a chiral waste station. The whole incident defied explanation.
You think Higgs is to blame?
I don't know, but we needed that way station. It was essential to expanding the chiral network westward. That's why I'm asking you for your help in building a new one.
は
It won't be much given the handful of equipment we've managed to scrape together. Nothing like the knot cities, that's for sure. But a knot is still a knot. Sam, I want you to use the Cupid to put the
あ。ああ、なる
scientists
ほ
on
ど
the。network. Then,
プレッパーズたちをつなげて大きな網にしてそれを
we
ノ
can
ット
get
の
back to the
代わりに
important
使うってこと
job
か。
of researching the deaths.
もうまあこうなると思ったわ。なんでこのおっさんホテル大丈夫だ。
Don't worry about him, Sam. The air mat floor absorbs the impact. I'll unlock the door for you.
まあ重要かもしれないからねそれ。 何をしとんねんこいつは。
Sam, you heard him. You can grab the order at a delivery terminal.
OK。あ、敵変の年代が分かりました。メール読むか。あ、白亜紀末。ってことはやっぱりあれも同じ時代ってことか。はあ。やっぱり出たかの忘れ物じゃねえか。続きをやりたいところなんですが、まあいい時間なので今回はここまでにしておきましょう。ということで、また次回。